see her lying back in her satin dress in a room where you do what you don't confess. Sundown, you better take care if I find you've been creeping round my back stairs.
Happy Homebrew Wednesday. I got it. Somebody's got a cold. You know, you could probably tell I was getting it last week during the Homebrew Wednesday. I thought it kind of went away, and then I swam on the weekend, and it hit me with a vengeance. Bad. So I'm drinking Light Burst. It's by Civil Society Brewing Company out of Jupiter, Florida. I don't know if Gary Fortin, if you're watching this, if you know about these guys, but it's pretty good. Yeah, it's really good. It's nice, dank, kind of, I guess, I call this a Southeastern IPA. Yeah, it's good. Bittering is kind of medium, I guess. It's not like super hazy, but it's kind of like a mix between a New England and a West Coast. You know, it's pretty good. I wouldn't say no coast because it's from Jupiter, Florida, but maybe it's not on coastal Florida. I don't know. But so I did a thing. We did. I'll show some video here in a minute. But matter of fact, I'll put it up right now. Happy Homebrew Wednesday. I'm transferring the barley wine. Already got my gallon for top up. I'm transferring the rest of it through the bouncer and into the barrel. Already waxed it, so it should be good. It's going to be tricky because I'm looking inside there and trying to figure out when to stop. Okay, I'll call this a success. So I am filled to the brim in the barrel, and I have 1 gallon of excess. I think I need to keep drying that up and then put some wax on it so it doesn't come out. I'll wait until that stops and then I'll put some wax on it. So it's got air getting in. Put some more right there. Keeps coming out. So yeah, so I barreled the big ass barrel aged barley wine. Again, this thing came in at 11.7%, so that's what, 12%. And it probably fermented a little bit more when I checked the gravity on it before I put the dry hops in, and then it's set for most of the week dry hopping. Matter of fact, exactly a week, because today's Tuesday. So I dry hopped it for exactly a week. And I'm sure it fermented a little bit more, so it's probably right at 12% now. It was 11.7 before. I think it had dropped to 10.22. It's probably down to 10.21 or 10.20 or something like that. And I tasted the sample. Man, it's going to be good. It's going to be really good. The weird thing, though, is, so I got the bung in the top of the, and some of you barrel guys can, help steer me correctly. So I did a good job prepping the barrel. I waxed it properly. I've pretty much got all the leaks out from around the barrel. But now where the bung goes in, I had first put a staple in the top. Now the staple's coming out. Once it's set for 24 hours with that hot, I put boiling water in there to kind of sanitize it. And I think that softened it up. Now the bung, the staple came out. So I'll have to I decided when I put the bung in, I didn't put it down flush with the barrel. I kind of left it so that it was engaged, but it wasn't quite flush with the barrel, because then it's hard as hell to get that thing out of there. And when I pulled out the one that was in there, it split. I put a screw in like Wally told me to. I tried to pull it out. It was just wedged in there really well. So I took a crowbar, crowed it out, and it split the thing in half. So the other bung they gave me, I don't want to split that one. But I filled up the 5 gallons from the barley wine in there, and I had a perfect gallon for the glass carboy, the 1 gallon size glass carboy left over, which is perfect. I wanted 6 gallons. I got 6 gallons, and now I have enough to top up as that thing evaporates over the next 3 months. Problem is, when I put that bung and I didn't put it flush, so it's probably a little bit loose. Not really loose. It feels like it's wedged pretty good. because it has swollen with the moisture. I took some of the barrel wax and put just gooped it on all the way around. I don't really care. I'm gonna get a bunch of wax so I can keep putting it on. Figured that would give a pretty good seal, and it did for a while. And now the beer is, I mean, I filled it, maybe too full. It was up to the top of the bottom of the bunghole. I just like saying that. It was filled up to the flush with the bottom of the bunghole. Where the wood, where the hole ends. It looks basically right there flush. Not flush with the surface, but flush with the bottom of the bunghole. Once I put the bung in there, put the wax on it, now beer keeps like seeping out of the very top of the bunghole. And I got the bunghole sitting on the, here, I'll show you a picture of it. It's probably already beaded up again. I wiped it off a few minutes ago. Yeah, it's beaten up quite a bit now. So, you can see, let me go on this side, maybe it'll be easier to see. It's hard for me because I can't see what you're looking at. You can see the fluid is, bubbling up right there, and on this side too. And I'm gonna have to, I guess, go to the homebrew store tomorrow and hopefully, sorry about the thumb in the way, hopefully they have some barrel wax, and put that on there, and maybe I'll just put the rest of it I have about another fingerful I'll put on there tonight and hope that holds. But it's weird. I mean, you would think that, I don't know, how does the fluid expand? I mean, maybe putting it in there, it bubbled up or something. I don't know, but it's weird. It seems like it would start to soak in and the level would go down a little bit and it wouldn't be forcing out I don't know, it's very strange. I guess it's fluid dynamics or whatever it is. But I need to go get some more barrel wax. That's clear. I'll have to Amazon some if they don't have any in my homebrew store. I have to go pick it up tomorrow. And yeah, hopefully that works because I don't want that thing to, I guess it wouldn't leak that much. I mean, you could only leak so much. It wouldn't just keep coming out. I mean, so, I don't know. It's not like the beer's expanding. So, I think you heard my wife there. So anyway, that's that. Okay, sorry about that. The missus came down and got inside my OODA loop. So I think I figured out what it was. So when I put the bung in, or when I filled up the barrel, it had come out of the refrigerator. Now I let it sit there for quite a while before like several hours before I put it in the barrel, but I think it was still pretty cold. So I think I filled it up maybe a little too full. Now it's warm and it's expanding. So yeah, liquid dynamics, physical science, it works. So I guess it'll keep trying to seep out until the temperature equalizes and it's not gonna expand anymore. So I'll have to, but again, I need to get some wax and do that. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get my recipe for Oktoberfest, put that in for tomorrow, see if they can have it ready for me in the afternoon, and hopefully they have some barrel wax and I can pick that up tomorrow. So that's the plan. So short update, I'm not gonna spend a whole lot of time on this. I will say this, go Army, beat Navy. So this weekend was the season kickoff if your team is playing college football, which a lot of people's aren't. My team is Army, I mean, I didn't go to West Point, but I was in the Army for 27 years, so I claim them as my football team. They crushed the Mid-Tennessee football team, 42-0. And the Navy got crushed, like 55. I mean, it was like 45-0 when I stopped watching it. And then I think they scored another couple touchdowns or something, or was it 53, 45? Yeah, 53. I don't know how that happened. Maybe they missed a field goal or something. But yeah, 55-3. So Navy got a field goal at the end of the third quarter, it looks like. So I'm thinking Army has a pretty good chance of getting the championship back from the Army-Navy game this year. Man, Navy was horrible, and Army was magnificent. So, and Army was, they were supposed to win. All the sports announcers had called them just to win slightly over Mid-Tennessee, but they just freaking crushed them. I mean, crushed them. Now, Mid-Tennessee was playing kind of crappy. They had bad clock management. They were turning over the ball a couple times, and you can't afford to turn the ball over to an offense like Army where they run the triple option, because they'll just eat the freaking clock up and you're done, game over. And that's pretty much what happened. But yeah, they were looking so good, and their quarterback is good, and they have their running back is amazing, and they got this kid, what was his name? Number 21. That guy was really good. I can't remember his name, but he's definitely going to play in the NFL. But anyway, have yourself a happy homebrew, and have a very, very happy homebrew Wednesday. Cheers. Oh, I got to get this barrel waxed. I forgot to add, I also did a brown ale brew day. Wow, this is a good homebrew Wednesday. Here comes that video. All right, so here's the grain for the American Brown. Hey, happy homebrew Wednesday. So, doing an American Brown today. Started out and had a little bit of an incident with my chalkboard. As you can see, I had deleted part of the Dean's List because I sprayed some water on it accidentally as I was cleaning out a pot. I'm doing an American Brown. It's got 8.5 pounds of Maris Otter, 8 ounces of Carafa 1, however it's pronounced, and 2 pounds of brown malt. Yeah, brown malt. I think it was brown. Yeah, 2 pounds of brown malt. So that's had to change up the grain a little bit. I wanted to try to use chocolate rye because I kind of like that, but store didn't have any. So I am doing the underletting right now. Gonna have to add some more stuff to my board, but yeah, it's a easy brew day. It's beginning of Labor Day weekend, Saturday. Heather is out at the flea market, so it's me and the kids, or me and the kid. I had to take my son to work, but yeah, it should be an easy brew day. Very easy hop schedule. Should be relaxing. So I'll come back later. Cheers. Okay, so I've been mashing for an hour. I'm circulating right now just to get the work clear, and I'm gonna drop it in the bowl kettle. Color's looking good. Looks like a brown ale to me. Cheers. Okay. All right, the brew day's going well. So my pre-boil gravity was supposed to be 10, or post-mash pre-boil supposed to be 1043. Ended up at 1047. Not gonna complain. I'm looking for an OG at 1054. I think I'm gonna get probably 1057, 1060. So it'll be a little stronger, but getting good efficiency. As you see, I have a clean chalkboard. I put the list back on the Dean's List, and yeah, there's my brown ale. Cheers. So it's going into the fermenter, and my numbers. OG was targeting 1054. I had 1055. I think that's a good brew day. Cheers.